All right, welcome to another Effective Fitness Training Weekly Brief. We are in week 5 of the Valor cycle. It's going to cover dates June 24th, Monday, June 24th to Saturday, June 29th. This is going to be the shortest, most efficient briefing I've given. I've said that before. I mean it this time. So, Monday, June 24th, strength levels, strength training is peaking. So, we're going to go 10 by 1. Build up to a heavy single. Try to stay at that weight or as close to that weight as you can. Not a 1 rep max, but a heavy single, like a hard single, and try to stay there for 10 more reps. That's going to be your strength training for this week, Monday and Tuesday, with Monday being back squats, resting 2 to 5 minutes between sets. The circuit should prove to be a spicier one. Run 800 meters or substitute a row at 1,000 meters. 21 thrusters. The weight on the barbell throughout this workout, this WOD, this conditioning piece is 95 pounds or 65 pounds, but scale that according to your strength level. It could be heavier. You know, if 95 pounds feels like air to you, maybe you go up to 115, 135. And if it's you suck at thrusters, you got to do some sort of modification for thrusters, like a back squat and a push press, something like that. Then maybe you're going lighter. So scale the weight appropriately. 800 meter run, 21 thrusters, 21 bar facing burpees. 400 meter run, 15 thrusters, 15 bar facing burpees. 200 meter run, 9 thrusters, 9 bar facing burpees. And then you go into your cool down. That is Monday, June 24th. Tuesday, June 25th, 10 by 1 on the strength, but it's going to be upper body, and we're going to go back to, like Monday's the classic back squat. Tuesday's going to be the classic bench press, 10 by 1 after you build up to that heavy single. So for the conditioning, every minute on the minute until failure or a max of 10 rounds. So we're capping it at 10 rounds, but you could shut it down at 5 rounds, 8 rounds, wherever you reach failure. So what it is, every minute on the minute, 3 front squats at 155 pounds or 115 pounds. If you can't do 3 front squats at that weight, then obviously reduce the weight. Make the 3 reps for the front squats. It's the only loaded movement in this workout. Make it hard but doable. So 3 front squats, 155 or 115 pounds, 3 pull-ups, 3 box jumps. You have 60 seconds to complete that. If you're able to complete it in 60 seconds, then you do it again at the start of the next minute. So you start a running clock, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. You start the clock, you do your 3 front squats, 3 pull-ups, 3 box jumps. If you're able to complete them in time, then you rest for however much time's left in it. Say it took you 30 seconds. Now you have 30 seconds to rest. And at the 1 minute mark, now you do it again. You're going to do this until you either are unable to complete the repetitions as prescribed in the 60 seconds or 10 rounds, whichever comes first. With our 4-hour condition, or for our carry, our accessory work for this Tuesday, it's going to be a hex grip carry. So basically, you are holding a dumbbell on its end. Basically, you're holding a dumbbell on the end of the dumbbell, right? Not on the handle where you normally traditionally hold a dumbbell. Hold it on the end. If you don't have dumbbells to work with, or you don't have the right size dumbbells to work with based on your hand size, then you could do a plate pinch carry. Pinch a couple plates in your hands and carry them that way, or carry 45s pinch, something like that. Working more that hand strength for this. Into our cool down, and that's our Tuesday. Per the usual, Wednesday's our active recovery day. Thursday, we have our agility with the Tactical Pro Agility drill, and then we have a 5 by 175 meter runs, bump in volume from last week. And our conditioning, our moderate duration, 3 rounds of pull-ups, max reps in 1 minute, air squats, max reps in 1 minute, push-ups, max reps in 1 minute, box jumps, max reps in 1 minute, push press with 95 pounds or 75 pounds, max reps in 1 minute. Sumo deadlift high pulls, 95 pounds, 75 pounds, so you're not going to have to change weight on the barbell. We go from our push movement to our sumo deadlift high pull, so more of a pulling movement. 95 pounds, 75 pounds, max reps in 1 minute. Then you're going to rest 3 minutes and go through that 2 more times. So you are stuck with a movement, a prescribed movement for 60 seconds. You got to get as many reps as you can in that 60 seconds with that particular movement. At the end of the time, then you can move on to the next movement in the next 60 seconds. 3 rounds of that, 3 minutes rest in between rounds. Score is total reps. Into your cool down. That one should be interesting. Friday, Flex Friday. Pretty basic stuff. Said it before, probably say it again. Training for muscle building is really, really simple. It's really basic stuff as long as there's some progressive overload. So just make sure you're progressing in all these movements, whether in weight or in reps. And for our tactical Saturday, the skill integration is going to be memorizing a series of letters and numbers that I put in Train Heroic for you, so you don't decide them. There's no bias here. I give you the letters and numbers, the assigned series of letters and numbers. You take 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes, to memorize those in any way you see fit to memorize them. And then at the end of the workout, you try to recall that. Even the attempt to recall is excellent memory recall training. So don't skip out on that. That's as easy as it gets. I understand maybe people are embarrassed to use a tourniquet, or they don't want to freak people out using a tourniquet in a public gym. And obviously you're not going to do any of the firearm drills in a public gym. But this one's super simple. No one even knows you're doing it. So don't skip on the memory recall stuff. Now, for time, here's the workout. For time, 20 back squats at 185 or 135, 400-meter run. 20 kettlebell swings. If you need to do broad jumps, or you could do a dumbbell swing, but a no equipment substitute would be broad jumps. It's going to be heavier at 70 pounds or 55 pounds. 400-meter run, 20 deadlifts, 225 pounds and 155 pounds. Now, you may not have multiple barbells, and you've noticed that I've already assigned 2 different barbell movements with 2 different weights, and there's going to be a barbell movement later on that's going to be another weight. Consider the changing of the plates part of the workout. This is for time. If you have one, I would recommend using one barbell. If you want to set up multiple barbells, then have at it. But consider the changing of weights part of the workout. You're doing work, and we're going to see how fast you can do the work. Part of that work is changing the weight on the barbell. It's a unconventional weight room movement to consider a part of the workout, but a very realistic. You're bending over, moving weight, picking weight up, moving stuff around, the kind of odd objects. Very, very. If anything's going to be you want to call it functional, which I don't love the term, I think it's been hijacked. It's pretty functional. I mean, you're completing a task for time. That's all we're doing. So consider the changing the weights part of the workout. All right, get that out of the way. After the 20 deadlifts at 225 or 155, 400-meter run, 20 burpees. Another 400-meter run, 20 pull-ups, 400-meter run, 20 box jumps to 24 or 20 inches. If you don't have a box, just do jump squats, all good. 400-meter run, 20 sumo deadlift high pulls, 135 pounds or 95 pounds. That's another weight change there. And then 400-meter run. So either have the app up and running and nearby so you can track these workouts. I would prefer to write all this stuff down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper that I can just see from a distance. Maybe it's on the ground and I can see it standing up, or while I'm doing a movement, I can kind of see what's going on, what's going to come up next. That would be useful for this. And again, consider the weight changes part of the workout. You are completing a task for time, and part of the task is changing weights on the barbell. I've also listed a multiple substitutes. So 400-meter run, substituting for a 500-meter row. If you don't want to run, you have a sensitivity to running, nursing an injury, whatever. Kettlebell swings, substitute's gonna be broad jumps. Box jumps, substitute's gonna be jump squats. And sumo deadlift high pulls. If you want to do power cleans in lieu of those, then let's let it rip. And that's your week of training for Effective Fitness Training, week 5 of Valor, June 24th to June 29th. Shortest one yet. Let's have a good week of training.